I am pleased to introduce to you yet again my friend who is running for Oakland City Council at large. Ms. Thomas, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, Zenny.
I'm blessed to be here with you as well. How is the campaign for the at-large seat going? And also, before we get there, tell them how you want them to pronounce your beautiful first name, so I don't uck it up.
Well, my name is pronounced Selika. It's Selika, and it's Selika, pronounced Selika.
And what is that? It sounds like a beautiful car. What is that?
Well, actually, my grandmother, I received it from her, is she was my great grandmother. She had died in Jim Jones.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow.
Yes, yes, Guyana.
Whoa.
And she was trying to bring my mother with her, but my mother's mother talked her out of going. And that's what saved me because my mom was in her first trimester. So yeah, my grandmother died in 78, and then 7 months later, I
Whew.
was born in 79.
That's a story in of itself. My God.
Yes. But I received my name from her.
Wow. So tell my viewers again, why are you running for Oakland City Council District seat that no, I said District 6 and wash my mouth out with, so I meant at large. Which news? I understand that Rebecca Kaplan's not going for reelection. Did you hear that?
You know, I didn't really hear it like that. They just said that she might not run. But I'm from Oakland, California, born and raised, and I love my city.
Yeah.
And I can help my city. And that's why I'm running. I've experienced all the traumas and everything that made me strong, and now I'm fearless. And I'm not worried about nothing but helping my city and helping the people in my city. And when I win, we win.
And you've had
And
many,
that's a fact.
I apologize. You've been through a lot too. So
Yes. I've been through almost 4 home invasions, a gun put up to my head at Popeyes, a car chase where I had to do a U-turn on a freeway on 580, car break-ins, bipping. So I done been through a whole bunch, and I'm not scared of anything. So this is my way of fighting back.
well,
And that's why I've been, you know, going to the city council meetings, letting them know that we need cameras attached to shot spotters because we have over 2,000 murders that have not been solved because we don't have no footage. And we need police drones for home invasions and burglaries because the police is not coming on time.
no,
So in order for us to be able to combat, the burglaries and home invasions,
yeah.
if the police can't get there on time, at least let the drones get there so we can surveillance the criminal and follow them so we can make an arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's 1%, well, it's 1% of the 10% of criminals that's doing these crimes, and they just wake up and do it as a job. It's their hustle.
Mm.
And the Asian community, they're being targeted first, then it's the Caucasians, then it's the blacks, and then it goes down. But those home invasions, I'm telling you, it is so scary. So I understand how they feel. And I'm going to make sure that we don't have no invasions because we need technology. And we also need GPS trackers for the merchandise for bait cars so that we can stop the bippings. They bipping like crazy out here. It's so many people that visit and get their passports taken and things like that. And people is not going to come and want to visit Oakland no more and not spend money in Oakland because they're always getting bits right there on Hagenberger and in downtown Oakland. So if we have bait cars and put GPS trackers in them, then we'll be able to find them, arrest them, and then we can make Oakland good.
Is there a ring of people doing this? And if so,
Oh, of course, it's organized crime.
wow.
These people get up and bid from 2 to 5. They go home invasion from, you know, maybe 6 to 8, I don't know. They got a schedule though, because on the news recently, it showed the times that they were doing home invasions, and they had told one citizen that it was like 1 to 2 people that was responsible for 30 home invasions up there, or something. Like, I can't remember what the number amount was, but it was a lot of them. And it's an organized crime. I do know that it's a group of people that's doing the same thing. But when I went to one safety meeting, the one of the captains, he said that it was the same people that are doing the bippings, same people that's doing the burglaries and the home invasion. So
Wow.
it's definitely organized crime.
You also told me you had an encounter with the mayor. Well, it wasn't an encounter, it was a conversation regarding shot spotter versus.
Yeah, so I'll tell you how that went.
Yes, ma'am.
So they had Talk of the Town at Castlemont.
Hmm.
My sister that was murdered in 2018, she used to attend Castlemont. So I'm like, let me bring my nephew, which is his mother. And so when we got there, it was a lot of people in there. And so me and my nephew would sit up. Some people came from nowhere and they grabbed me and my nephew and said, "Here, we got some seats for you." I said, "Okay." They said it's right behind the mirror. That was great. She got up and spoke. And afterwards, she came up to my nephew and she just started speaking to him. So I went over there and I had introduced myself and let her know that I was running for city council at large. And then I also ended up explaining to her that, his mother, which is my sister, had got shot and murdered on 91st and D Street. And the shot spotter went off at 9:45, but we don't know who her murderer is because we don't have cameras attached to shot spotters and we are in dire need of them. And she said, "Well, I have 300 cameras that's going to be for license plate readers." So I had explained to her
He wasn't listening.
that, yeah, so I explained to her that criminals do crime in stolen vehicles. We need cameras attached to shot spotters because we have been having murders over like 100 or more since 1985. And it's it's like it's being normalized in Oakland to have over 100 murders, and that's unacceptable to me.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just thinking, like, why haven't nobody been figured this out? So she still said that, with the license plate readers, they do more than just the license plates. They're going to run for 30 days, and if we don't need them, then, we're going to toss out the cameras. And so I went and spoke with her pastor, which works for Ceasefire. His name was Billy Dixon. And he was like, "Cameras attached to shot spotters? That sounds like a great idea." I said, "Thank you, sir." And so then I sat at the table with him and the captain, and I explained at the table with the captain. His name was Captain Feeble. He was over Ceasefire. He said, "I can assure you that I'm going to have cameras attached to shot spotters." And I said, "Well, thank you very much." And as I was sitting there introducing myself, it was a lady named Nancy there. And she said, "Oh, you're Selika Thomas that's running for city council at large that Zenny was talking about." And I said, "Oh, you know Zenny?" It is. She said, "Yes." And I said, "Oh, okay." And so then, the conversation just went great. And she said, "Well, I might not run because you're running." I said, "Well, maybe we can just work together." She said, "Maybe we can." So I said, "Okay." She gave me her information and we're supposed to talk. And she said, "Yeah, I ran previous times before. I ran for mayor." And she said that she also ran for at large, I believe.
Yeah.
And she was like, "If you Google me, you'll see everything about me." I said, "Okay." So then Dan Lee,
Yeah.
he was, yes, so the newscaster, he was there. And he was like, "Oh, so you're running for city council at large?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "I did an interview with Zenny before." He was like, "Yeah, I know Zenny. Everybody knows Zenny." So so he
Oh.
was like, I told him I had never did an interview before, but I had did one with you. And so he was like, well, I want to get some information about your sister. So he asked me to send him pictures and everything. And I told him that I'm here because I'm advocating for the cameras to be attached to shot spotters because in Chicago, they use them. They have over 600 to 700 murders per year, but the shootings decreased by 43% because they have cameras attached to shot spotters now. We need cameras attached to shot spotters. We need drones. Just one drone in Mexico had deterred crime by 10% just with using one drone. So we need technology. I know that we do need more police officers that we can patrol, and I'm for that as well. Because when I was younger growing up, I grew up on 25th Avenue and East 24th, and it is called Murder Does because people was always getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And we always had police patrol just riding around in case something happened, they will be able to be right there. Because if something is going on and on 25th Avenue and the police is way there on 98th Avenue, they're not going to be able to get there in time. So
Well,
we need police patrol and we need technology.
that sounds like a great platform, police people and technology.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So you are really getting yourself acclimated and known. So the next steps you're gonna have what, a campaign manager, and
Yes,
yeah, and then get on your fundraising stuff. Really
yes. That's on my next agenda. I'm doing that immediately.
well. I have an idea. You should. I'll just put this out there. I'll extend the same invitation to you that I did to Eric Sue to become a vlogger. You can vlog about the campaign or whatever you see, and presenting 62. You don't have to accept now, but I'd love to have you on doing that. What do you think?
Okay, can you say that again now? You said you wanted to have me on what now?
As a vlogger, so you can make a video blog about anything you saw in Oakland. It would go on to our channel, our blog.
Oh, of course. I'll do anything for you, Zenny.
Oh, well, thank you though. It would be for us.
Yes, but I
Thank
will.
But yeah, it's I love to have people running for office in Oakland. Although I think it's not. I think that's actually in other cities too. Hmm. Because no chart. In fact, you're getting whatever revenue your video makes. That's your revenue. Okay. So
Okay.
70% of it is how we roll. But yeah, I did it with Derek. It went really well. Did it with Lauren for a little bit, and that went kind of well because he didn't use it. Well, he made a little technical error which he later recovered from, and I'm sorry to say that on the air, but it is what it is. I like Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren was into all kinds of tech at the time, and I think he got one mixed up with the other. It was like, oops, so stuff happens.
Right.
But yeah, I think it would be a great way for people to see Oakland through your eyes, and my viewers
Okay.
as well, and get your word out about why you're running and what you see and everything else. So, and you can just do it all with your smartphone.
Yes, and this trash out here, oh my goodness. We got to tackle this homelessness. Like being homeless should be illegal. We need shelters, we need housing, and then we need to pick up all this trash, fix the fences, power wash the streets. We need to repaint. We need to remove this graffiti.
Yep,
You could tell that, some people don't probably love Oakland because I can't stand to look at it. I love my city. I know what my city used to look like. And, Oakland is a diamond in the rough, but I believe that together we can help make it shine.
I like it. Hey, so stick around in the background, folks. We'll be back with another interview. And Miss Thomas, unofficially welcome aboard, and I look forward to saying officially welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. But folks, we'll be back in about an hour with our pregame NFL live stream. The Saints are hosting the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football. Zenny62 on YouTube. Bookmark it, please, and bookmark our newest sites, zenreport.com and oaklandnewsonline.com. Miss Thomas, don't move a muscle.
Mhm.
And, I gotta put my glasses on. I forgot I needed glasses. Isn't that embarrassing? Well, I've always needed glasses since I was 2, right? All right, whatever. That ends this broadcast. I'll see you. Let me see, am I doing this right? I am ending that part. Yeah, I'm in the broadcast stream. I'm trying to do. I shouldn't